Hello and welcome back to Table of Geeks. If you notice, we're missing two of our co-hosts, but it's okay. The two best ones are still here.
Yeah.
There's number one,
Oh, and you froze. Well, so much for this plan.
which is me,
There
and
we
then there's
go.
Ellie. Froze. Oh, they're very mad at me. I thought you were pissed off that I didn't call you number one and you just
No,
froze.
you froze.
Chaos!
It
Like,
literally was just
why
like,
is she staring me down? Because you were like, and I'm like, why is she staring me down? I don't get it.
I don't know. I'm like, why
So
are you
we
dancing
have
like this?
so So we have no topic. It doesn't matter. We're here. We're geeky. We love all things, almost all things. I just realized I don't like hugs.
Well, I realized you
Um,
don't like vaginas.
uh, you just realized I don't like vaginas?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome, I guess. I've all
It's.
been
I
very.
don't know if I can
I
look at you the
mentioned
same.
I mentioned that I'm gay in like every episode.
That doesn't
It's
sound
like,
right. I've never heard you say that you were gay once.
yeah, let's go to videotape, please. Not kidding.
Uh,
Um, I mentioned that I'm gay about as often as Coots mentions that he's a historian.
do you though? Because I can't think of a single time. So
Okay. All
I
right.
don't
Well,
know. I'm
I, I,
just saying.
I just came out to Allie apparently. So Allie, since you just realized that I am gay, I have a question
Okay.
for you. What character from any franchise would you pick for me to date or
From
bang, whatever?
any well, do you top or do you bottom, or do you switch?
I would.
Because right now you're bottoming for me. Just so you know, that's what the video shows.
Oh, I'm on the bottom. See, with
Yeah.
me, it's left and right. So like you're to my left. That's the left. Yeah. um.
Let's see. All right. So if
Yeah.
you wanted to be the bottom,
Oh God. Not Iron Bull, because I could not. I want to walk again.
all right. So not Iron Ball then. Quitter. Um.
Baby steps, okay?
What about Marcus from Gears of War?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, well then that doesn't count. He's a gruff, burly man who needs to intake 4,000 calories a day in order to maintain his muscle mass. That was an actual
It,
fact
that
from the
didn't
book of
happen.
Gears of War. So I don't know how big his dick is, but you know. Uh,
This has turned into Tables of Geek After Dark really fast.
okay. What about the Hulk?
Are you insane? I just said no to Iron Bull.
Okay, well,
Hulk with the smash.
so he gonna
Oh,
smash that ass.
yeah, and I no, I'm sorry. Let's
Quitter.
start with someone with like a human-sized penis, if we may.
You don't know if the Hulk doesn't have a human-sized penis or not.
I've seen fan art. I mean, rule.
Okay, well that's fan art. Fan art could say someone's got a 20-foot cock despite being 5 feet tall.
You know what? I speaking of, if we're talking about penises, this episode has already derailed. So, if we're talking about penises, one character who has a lot of fan art and it's almost always inaccurate,
Who?
Wolverine from the X-Men,
Yeah, he
because
is
a
not
lot of
that
people
tall.
no, he's only 5'3" in the comic books, but they also always draw him with a circumcised penis. Dude has a healing factor. That
Oh
shit
my
will
god,
grow
that's
back.
right. And
So
he's
he's
not
uncut.
Jewish. And he's old.
Nope.
So he wouldn't even
Yep.
have a reason to have a circumcised penis.
Nope. So he's short. Canadian. He's short,
Yay.
hairy, and with uncut. Alright, I'm back.
Yay!
I don't know why that keeps happening. It happened last episode too. What was the last thing you heard?
I heard you say that he's short, hairy, Canadian, and uncircumcised.
Yep. So with that, what you will.
Hmm. Well, how about that? He's not an all-American boy after all.
Nope.
He's
I
Canadian.
mean, North American.
He's Canadian.
Okay. I forgot America is only the US. Got
Yeah,
it.
you forget. America is the only place in North America. America!
Okay, I got it. America.
Right, Coots? Yeah, Coots would agree with me here.
Coots? Are you here, Coots? I can't
He's
see you.
he's here in spirit.
Historian, historian, historian. There. Now it feels like an episode.
Oh God!
1941 was the day America was attacked by Japan.
Since they're not here, let's take a little time to talk about our co-host. What's the thing you love most about Emma?
I will say when she goes bet, bet, bet. Because I don't know what she's betting.
My favorite thing about Emma is just her enthusiasm. Me and my husband have date night every Wednesday, and last time was his turn to pick. And he wanted to be supportive, so he's like, "Hey, I want to just make some popcorn. We'll sit on our new furniture and we'll cuddle up and we'll watch some of your podcasts." And I was like,
Aw, that's
"So
so
your I
gay.
know, right?" But I'm thinking of it like, so your idea for date night is having me listen to me talk
Ooh,
for an
he
hour.
gonna give you a little voyeur fetish going on there. He's like, yeah, this will get
I
you in the
know,
mood
right?
listening to your own voice.
And I have to say, watching the podcast like that with him was interesting because he actually liked Emma and was like, with her whenever we would mention you and I mentioned something sexual, the looks on her face like of like pure innocence and like she's like, I
That is
absolutely love it.
true. It's
Yeah,
especially like whenever we're talking about how I won't read her book until there's sex scenes in it.
that was the episode. That was the episode. She goes, I added some of that for you, and you were like, I don't know if I believe you. I
That
don't
is
know.
true.
And that's the episode we watched last night. That was
Aww.
the
Emma,
that was
because you
the
might see
Dragon Age one.
this. Where the fuck are my sex scenes? Okay.
I've been reading her book. I actually do like it.
Oh yeah, no, I've read a few pages too. Like it's very good. It just needs more
But
sex.
we need more. We need more smut. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why this is so difficult. You know,
I mean, if she wants to
sometimes.
do like a director's cut where like there's only sexual things in our copies, that's
I mean,
fine.
that's fine. It's just listen. If someone's telling you they need more salt in their spaghetti, put the salt in. That puts some
Okay. Now
seasoning in it.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but what's your favorite thing about Coots?
I enjoy kind of like how you enjoy Emma's enthusiasm. I like his
Hmm.
enthusiasm. He's genuinely, and the fact that he's able to just talk to people.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of
Very
people because
outgoing
he brought
person.
you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought you in, and I remember him asking me. It's like not so much asking, more so the wheels are already in motion, but so come along for the ride. It's like we have this new person coming in, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I bet.
um, bet, but I think that's one thing like too, like when I first met him, because obviously he's married to my best friend, and I first met him, and he had this aura about him, like this energy, this enthusiasm for life, and I was like, you
Short
know what,
king
I like
energy.
this. Basically,
Yeah.
is he? I think he's a little taller than me, or is he shorter than me? I don't remember.
Is he
Or
like
maybe the same
5
height.
foot tall?
If he's just 5 feet, then I'm a little bit taller.
Well, we're
Okay.
gonna find out tomorrow.
Oh, we are. Yeah, we actually get to meet in real life. And the funny thing is, Hallie and I lived not that far from each other, and this is the first time we're meeting in person.
To
So
be fair, like, listen, it's a drive when you go on that
true,
highway. That
true.
highway, like, every single time when I'm on it, me personally, it steals 2 hours of my entire lifespan. Every time. Like, it's
True.
just
And I
bam,
don't
there it
drive,
goes.
so
So, you see?
so yeah, I'm not gonna tell someone, hey, make that drive for me when I can't do it for them.
I'd
So
be like, King.
I mean, I'll make you food. I do cook.
I mean, I am a hungry bitch, but I do also like living.
True, true. Now, what's your favorite thing about me?
That you're gay.
Yeah, for anyone
I
watching this,
enjoy I enjoy how I can go off on a tangent and you will 100% support me in that decision. You're just like, yes, let's go. And then it's like
Yes,
a road
queen.
trip.
Let's do it. It really is. I love that. Like, because my husband Michael, he asked me, he's like, "It's just you and Allie today. Is that gonna work?" I'm like, "You have no idea how much I live for things that her and I say to each other." Like, even in the episode we watched, it was a Dragon Age episode that we saw last night, and I was like, "I love you, Allie," because you went on one of your tangents, and I'm like, "I love you, Allie," and he looks at me, he's like, "Oh, so you love her, huh?" And I'm like, "Have you?" Well, he can't see you, but it's like, "Have you heard her?"
It's like, listen.
But yeah, no,
But
my favorite thing about you is
here's the
that you're
point.
fearless when you would say.
Here's us. All
Yeah,
the way over here.
basically. And I love how I do love it when we team up. That's my favorite thing about you. Is that I feel like I can team up with you about pretty much anything. When we were doing the Lovecraft episode, and you and I were just like,
I don't know
eh,
what's going on. And
no.
I'll straight up
So we
say
had
it.
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had comments, and like we were like, I love how Coots and Emma were basically like,
They were
"Oh,
so
this is the story.
serious.
This is what he meant. This is why I love this," and we're like, racist, asshole,
So did you hear what he named his cat?
womanizer. Yeah, like we were just like, we were not in it, and I hate that the audio was lost for our Lord of
Yeah.
the Rings episode, because you and I,
We were just like, I don't know what's going
No,
on. I'm
no.
not going to pretend to. I'm going to keep talking about what I always talk about.
Yeah, and I enjoy it. Like I was a little hesitant because when we first talked about it, it was supposed to be Coots and I
Mm.
on the podcast. And then I was introduced to Emma because he asked me, like, "Do you I have a friend that would like to do it? Would you like to meet her and tell what you think?" And I met Emma, and I automatically knew, like, yeah, I like her. I think we should have her on. And we did two or three episodes,
I
just the
think you
three of
did
us,
3.
and yeah, we did 2 audio only, and then the 1 mythical creatures where we actually saw each other. And then you came in right after that, and I was like, I don't know about a 4th. I'm not, like a guest host.
Uh-oh, you lost audio again. I don't know what you're saying. I think you're talking shit on me. Fuck you too. Fuck you too, Jose.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I hope my microphone isn't going because this wasn't cheap. So I don't
It
know
might
what
be
you
the
heard, but
cord.
it could be the cord.
Could be the
Maybe. I don't-
cord.
We'll see. But what's the last thing you heard?
I wasn't sure about a 4th because.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure about a 4th person because I wasn't trying to like gatekeeper or anything, but I was like, I'm okay with a co-host, like a guest host. But you're talking about a permanent addition, and that is something that I don't want to just do without really knowing the person, because what if we don't vibe? And here we are.
I was like,
Like,
hi.
I am so happy that you're on this podcast. I absolutely love you. Like the things you say, like half the episodes you'll see me doing this. It's like I'm sucking on it.
Oh,
No, but like it's
my.
because I'm reacting to it's like I'm reacting to what you're saying, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, I love all 3 of my co-hosts. I couldn't have asked for better co-hosts, and I think we definitely do vibe well together. And I love making Emma blush. Emma, I love you.
It's
Never
so
change.
easy. It's
It
so
is.
easy. It's like
But
a
also,
little
like,
treat.
I love her brain.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
she's
I love
incredibly
her brain.
smart. Same
'Cause
with
she- and-
Coots.
but I
They're
love
both
it how
incredibly smart.
Oh, incredibly smart. I absolutely love it. But like I love it where like Emma is like talking about something very serious, like because she studied this or that, and she's trying to give like the facts. And either you or I will just throw like a monkey wrench in there, and she just doesn't know how to do it. She's like,
She's like,
and
what?
I love it. And it's so pure. I absolutely love it. And Coots, like the times where like you and I will go on our tangents, and he just like,
He's like, okay, guys, we gotta head back, and it's like, but I'm
Yeah.
having fun.
Yeah. But I feel like you have that with all of us. Like in a different way and stuff. Like so, I think you definitely were a great addition to the cast because you had that with Coots. And another thing I will say, and Coots, you can cut this part out if you want. But whenever Coots tries to promote your YouTube channel or talks about how you're his boss now, in almost every episode he brings it up, and you're over here, you the boss, the one whose channel he's promoting. He's like, Coots, come on, back on topic. This is Table of Geeks.
Come
Let's
on,
go
let's
back.
go.
Come on. You're not getting paid extra for this. Let's go. But I love that, and that's the thing about Coots is that if he commits to something, he is so loyal and dedicated and passionate about it.
Oh
He's
yeah,
passionate about Table of
100%.
Geeks. He's passionate about Wicked Encounters.
Mhm.
I absolutely love that. And
No, he's a
stuff. So
wonderful person. I think all three of you have been and are
yeah,
amazing people, you know? Like it's very rare to find people where you can just jump on in and automatically it's like, you know, the
mhm,
energy is there, the vibe is Gucci, everything's Gucci Mane, and you know, that is
for
such a rare
Prada.
thing that it's literally like finding a unicorn in the wild.
It is. It is because I mean I've seen so many people who have done something like this, and it didn't really go anywhere. Mostly because they gave up, not because they didn't think they could make it, but it's just they couldn't stand the people that they were doing stuff with.
Mhm.
And I'm like, well, then there you go. That's like I say, it's like catching lightning in a bottle. Sometimes, it's not exactly very common or easy to do. But I think this is definitely a great cast. I absolutely love it, and I love we definitely have different viewpoints at sometimes. Like, there were some things you said about, like, I think it was in the Mass Effect episode, and I'm like, don't agree, but here we
No,
go.
you know what? I think a
Yeah.
good one is the movie adaptation because we were talking about Ghost in the Shell. And you and Emma had the
Yes.
one point, and me and
Oh,
Coots
the
had the
anime episode.
other.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Oh, anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And then, I rewatched that one when he posted it. And I saw that even the topics, the not topics, but the point I was trying to make, I was like, Jose, come on now. So, like, yeah, like I definitely. And what I like is that we handled that respectfully. Like I was like, look,
Yeah.
picking back off what you just said, I kind of feel like blah 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 blah. But at the same time, it was definitely me speaking on behalf of a racial group that I am not a part of. And it was good to have someone who is and could speak truth to that. And I love that about us that we can do that. And I actually didn't realize until last week that all four of us were LGBT plus.
Mm.
I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah.
I
But I think it's almost time for us to go, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. I was going to
It is.
say, I think what I enjoyed about that conversation the most was even though I fall under Asian, woman,
Mhm.
whatever, I can voice my opinion, but I do not speak for the entire population of Asians. Just like, you
Mhm.
know, you don't speak for the entire population of gay people or Latinos,
Mhm.
Latinx. Um,
I personally don't use Latinx, but I respect people who want it.
I
So
have
with me, just say
noticed
Latino.
no Latino person seems to actually like Latinx. And I
Mhm.
I wonder if that has to do with the language because the Hispanic language is male and feminine, masculine and
Very gendered.
feminine. So,
Yeah.
you know, like a pen is male, but a pencil is female. And I always thought that was very interesting on how you handle the nine bind. You like, all right, you speak for
Yeah.
all of the Hispanic
Me.
population now.
I
What do
invented
you
Spanish.
do? What do you do when it comes to the non-binary Latinos? What if my pen
Uh,
is now female? What are you gonna do about it? Speak.
uh, wow. I
But
But no, I agree, and that's one thing I'm very, very adamant about is that I try to treat everybody as an individual, not so much by what group they fall into. Because, like I said, I don't speak for all Latinos, and I was talking to a friend about musical theater, and because he
Mhm,
does local community theater, and he said they were trying to do a certain show, and they were trying to get people of color to audition because some roles have to be a certain race, and no one would audition, so they couldn't do that particular show.
mhm. Like I can't
And
have
they said, "Well,
people
we did."
walking around blackface. You know that's.
Exactly, exactly. Which I appreciate that they said, "No, we're not gonna do this." But they were like, "Well, this person is black," and they said that they were okay with it. And I'm like, "You know what? That's great that
That
they were okay with
doesn't
it."
matter.
But
That's one person.
that one black person doesn't speak for the entire black community. Just like
Mhm,
I don't speak for all Latinos, I don't speak for all gays. I have views on relationships that some people will be like, "Yo, stop saying that. Christians and Republicans and all the people are going to use that against us." And I'm like, I speak for me. I'm not
Hmm.
speaking for you, you know? So I mean, I do try to not be, offensive or whatever as anybody, so we can have open discussions, and that's what we had in that episode.
Mm.
I don't think we were necessarily disagreeing with each other. I think we definitely pointed out how different people would view that particular topic.
I would
You know?
say a disagreement only in how I viewed it versus how you viewed it,
Yeah,
but also how
yeah,
other people that fall under my camp or your camp on is this okay or
hmm,
is this not might view it.
exactly.
And we were having a discussion to where it's like, okay, well, rather than speaking into a bubble where it's just other people for me agree with
Hmm.
me or other people for you agree with you, let's talk about this because I have certain viewpoints and you have certain viewpoints. Neither one of us are wrong. It's just
Yeah.
this is how I feel about it, this is how you feel about it. We know people
Hmm.
have their feelings on it, so let's discuss ours for those who relate to us.
And I think I definitely like that about that because I don't want to be part of a group where everybody agrees with me. I don't want you guys to be a carbon copy of Jose. You know what I mean? I
Mm.
And the fact that we view things in certain different ways, we were able to talk about it like adults and be respectful was really, really awesome to me. Because we never came to blows, we never got heated, we never called each other names. I mean, we did, but like in a fun, loving way. Um,
We didn't call each other
but
names when it came to the discussion. I think we took the discussion
exactly,
portion
we did.
very seriously,
Yeah.
and then when we moved on, it's like, all right, now let's get back to it.
Yeah, because even within that, because Emma was the one that brought the topic up.
Mhm.
Like even within that, we all agreed on one basic truth, which was representation matters,
Yes.
and we wanted to make sure that people did get that, and that was the main truth. But we all kind of had a different view on how that should be or how that is viewed both here and abroad and stuff. And that was it was a really awesome conversation to have. And I actually would like to have an episode where we talk about representation. And I feel comfortable doing that after having that conversation in the anime episode. I feel comfortable doing that because I don't feel like it's gonna get too political. I don't think it's gonna get too judgmental. And I feel like if it does start to get a little heated, I feel like we all respect each other enough to be able to be like, let's cool down a bit, you know?
Yeah.
So I definitely would love to have an episode about representation in media and why it matters in video games, comic books, movies, porn. You know, yeah,
Mm.
more tentacles. But all right, guys, that's
Yeah,
all the time we
tentacles.
have. So let's end it on tentacles.
Yes.
Um, I mean, an episode with me and Allie in it that doesn't have tentacles in it, is it even an episode of Table of Geeks?
I mean, it's like, I mean, no, it's just not. Something has to involve tentacles, dildos, uh, boobs. We gotta have boobs in there somewhere.
Debatable.
Oh
You know what?
my
I do like.
god.
No, I do. This is a confession. This is a Table of Geeks exclusive. I do like boobies. I just don't like them in the same way Allie likes boobies.
Hey! You
Because I
don't
had a
like
friend and
hugs, but
I I
okay,
went through
no,
a period where
that
I
makes
did not like
perfect
hugs.
sense. You don't like hugs, so that's why you like booty because it's like a donut. Once you get through that first bit, it's all good.
What?
But the warmth is still there.
Yeah, definitely. I also like pecs. Really love pecs. But anyway, that's why I
Pecs
like
are
Bara.
nice.
Anyway,
Ooh. We could talk about Bara next
anyway.
time.
Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. And now
Yay!
I'm picturing Coots editing this and be like, "What's Bara? Let me look that up." Oh God!
It's like, oh, you'll know what Bara is. That's.
But this was a very short episode. It was just me and Ali kind of just BSing, talking about our co-hosts and everything. We're going to do another episode like this maybe sometime in the future. But of course, we're still going to be doing our longer videos with the rest of our co-hosts. Hopefully next week we'll be recording another one of that for you guys. But thank you guys so much for listening, watching, tuning in, whatever, all the things. Please, if you like us, don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies. Who knows?
Yay!
But yeah, do all the YouTube things, and let us know if you like these short videos.
Yeah, just a little uh geek bites, a little quick bite. Yum yum yum.
GeekBytes. I like that. GeekBytes.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.
See ya.